Welcome back lo one of time lo sport lo we start talk about all time. Last week we talked about football, but today is a very special time where we got one of the sport we full up lo imino save Thomas. We like to welcome Vanuatu Archery Federation. Nicholas, you may got one very special man is what you mean. Maybe you may ask him to introduce him one. What's your name and which country you belong to, and then now you come also president of Vanuatu Archery Federation.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Okay, my name is Marcello Pocaterra. I come from Italy. Probably some of you already know me. I've been here in the last 4 years, and I came to Vanuatu to retire because I'm just an archer. I'm just do archery for work, for leave. So I came here with my family, and I needed to find a place where I can train myself. So with the help of some friends that I met here, Alexandra and Aruba, we found a place in Stats, and the stadium, Provilla Stadium, and I started training myself. And then a lot of people, they were just coming around and have a look at the archery and everything like that. So we decided to start a new life, like open up a club. Then we realized that there was already a club in Corman. Francis is the coach in Corman. I been contacted by the old federation. It was not a real federation before, it was just association. Like Adam Lopez and some other people, they contact me and they asked me to be the head coach for the national team of Vanuatu, because in Vanuatu there are some Olympics guys that used to go to Palau games. And they need to be trained because actually the results are not, they were not the best in the world. Probably one time Danik got a good position, but for the rest of them there was just nothing. So I accept that, and then we decided to open up a federation. So 2 years ago, we built a federation because actually we need a federation. You know, if you want to go to international match, if you want to go to international competition, you need a federation. So with the other people, we founded the federation, and we call Vanuatu Archery Federation. My background, I'm shooting since I was a piccaninny, like I was 5 years old. I'm 53, so it's almost 50 years that I'm shooting. I did good things. I used to go to world champions, European championship, Italian championship. I've been in Settore Carman Xen, and I've been twice national champion from them area. I love teaching. I love teaching because we have a good method in Italy with the Settore Carman that we want to develop around the world. We already have a good community around Europe. And here in Vanuatu, I'm trying to do the same. Teach archery in the way that, you know, could be good for kids and adults if they wanna practice.
Okay, thank you. Marcello.
Marcello.
So the other two names I cannot pronounce, but Marcello is easy for me.
Yeah.
Italy. Plenty pizza is there Italy? Pizza to eat?
Oh, yeah, a lot of pizza. Not the Vanuatu ones.
Vanuatu
Sorry,
one is very small,
guys. Yeah.
But anyway, the more you eat pizza, the more you know how to play
Yeah,
the sport archery. Now, interesting. Nicholas, me one professional archery player. The world comes to start with him in Vanuatu. Because you had a multi-coach play, World Championship, European Championship, and I think we have a champion here. So, suppose you start thinking of one of the sport, but make them career play, or you think about Vanuatu archery. So,
Vanuatu archery.
You got any question to ask him before we ask one question? From meeting say, hey, Mr. Lawan, right place, build him up sport,
Yeah, just a question like listening to. You've been a archer, like a teacher. You've been teaching archer in Italy first before coming in here. And what's the difference between those, like the two countries? How do you see it?
It's a good question. It's a big difference, actually. You know, here in Vanuatu, we don't have too much equipment. We are lacking equipment. It's not easy to make the people understand the rules because, you know, for them it's just a fun game. They come, they shoot, and they enjoy. But actually, if you want to do it like a sport, you need to follow rules, discipline. And it's not easy with Vanuatu people to let them understand that they can come and shoot in the proper way. Like, for example, they come barefoot sometimes, they come with sneakers. You're not allowed anywhere in the world to play archery with the barefoot and sneakers, okay? Because it's a sport, you know what I mean? And any sport you go, you need to have equipment, the right equipment to play. So that's I think the biggest, one of the biggest difference. The other one is the place, you know. sometimes it's not easy because we train ourselves and we have a lot of people playing football on the
Oh,
back.
That's challenge.
You're not allowed to do that in any other place in the world, man. You know, I mean, Vanuatu, it's okay at the moment. We work on that. We are working on that. Thanks to Adam Lopez. Yesterday there was a meeting between him, our committee, and the coach of this team that come to play football on the archery field. And it seems like everything will be sorted out in a while. But in the last few months, there were just, you know, we got a big field and we were squeezing in a corner just because there were a lot of people and, you know, and we couldn't properly do archery, you know. So one thing, the two big things are, you know, rules, behavior, and actually the place, you know, and lack of equipment. I think that's the big difference.
Yes, the venues. Você não sabe? I think it's better for us to talk about archery. What is the archery? Because you mean Vanuatu, every man he play. He sabe about sport there, but he knows which one. Archery, I mean, bow and arrow.
Yeah.
In the islands, you know, when I was a kid, in the islands, people used to catch fish with bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Situm pitching with them. I don't know, Santo. Santo people are pushing, so using bow and arrow, no?
Still using it now.
Still using it now. Why they don't play the sport? They don't have money, tell them.
Nakatmani.
Okay, nobody goes to Sando, but in
Nobody-
Sando,
yep.
people island, all man only stum, all pigeon, fish with bow and arrow. But this is the sport. You may have known, you shoot, and it's all about the muscles.
Yeah.
It's all about the strength.
Yeah, it's about my mind, connect
Mind.
with your arm and the bow. That's why I'm here. I mean, that's why I'm. What I want to teach the kids, especially the kids, even the adults. Anyway, we want to open up a club in Santo. We have a new trainer. We are training people to be trainer. Okay, and we have two kids, young guys from Santo that they will probably open up a club in Santo soon. Okay,
Good,
because we want to spread archery. Because I think you guys in Vanuatu have a good attitude on bow and arrow. You know, because I saw it when I first came here. I met this small Piccinini. He was my neighbor in the house, and he came to me while I was training, and he wanted to try bow and arrow, and he was really good. You know, he was beating my son, and my son has been, you know, 5 years training with me, so he knows how to shoot. And my son was like, "Dad, how can he shoot like that?" So I think Ni Vanuatu has a good attitude. The problem is they need to focus on how to do it. You said before you can get fish, you can get birds and whatever. What we train here now is instinctive archery, because in archery there are two ways to shoot. One is the Olympic way, and you use the sights, and you use the bow like an arrow and like a gun. And then you have instinctive archery. What we are training now here is instinctive archery, because the base of archery is the same. But instinctive archery means that you don't aim. You just shoot with the open eyes. It's like, I don't know if you guys know Robin Hood, but probably everybody knows Robin Hood.
yeah.
Like, you shoot, you look at where you will shoot, and you shoot, like they do in Santo when they're fishing and they're doing.
Okay.
That means that you must have brain connect with your arm and with your bow, okay? So you need to train your brain to work perfectly,
Interesting,
okay? Because if I want to shoot there, I do that. If I want to shoot there, I do that. You know, it's something comes straight away without
Naturally
sights,
comes, yeah.
naturally. It has to be instinctively. You know what I mean? And I think Vanuatu is really good on that, okay? We got a few guys and girls and under 18, under 16 that they did very good job. Like last year in Auckland, they got
Gold medal, 5.
Yeah, four gold
Ah,
medal.
4.
And I think in Vanuatu they can do. I mean, I'm really happy on that, and I'm sure they can do good things in next Palau games, mini games in Palau.
Yes, before you ask one question, Nicholas, Archery Federation, headquarter blame, stop town lo Corman area, lo Tastaraki, then you start traffico, before you go Lorana Port, lo left side, there is a big container, and Baba you looking plan the picnics, talo busy lo afternoons, lo Saturday mornings, full up,
Yeah.
and do lo some afternoon, because football is the one, that's why I think we look at meeting finish with them football, say, because it's dangerous, you train lo, you
Yeah.
have shoot lo archery, and football is not train lo way.
Yeah.
This is very dangerous.
Yeah, really dangerous. Now really good for us too, because but then our kids, our 8 athletes are really scared sometimes to shoot, you know, because you know sometimes it's just the ball and then they run following the ball, and you know they don't care about us. But actually that's archery field, you know, it's not a football field.
Okay, archery field,
yeah, it's an archery field.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
sorry about that, you know, because it's been there for the last 14 years.
Yeah.
And we are looking for some sponsor to help us to close, you know, to put fence around. At least, you know, if we put fence, everything will be safer, you know, and nobody can get in, you know, because now it's quite dangerous. And come back to your question before, I can tell you the big difference is that one. You know, anywhere else in the world, you cannot train like that. They will come and stop you straight away. You know, put down the bows and arrow and go back home, because you cannot train when people are just
Yeah, that's
walking
true, yes.
behind the targets. You know, no way.
So
Let's go ahead, Nicholas.
you've been mentioning like beginners or kids up to adults. There any difference of ages or distances for shootings? And
Like when you start training, everybody trains in the same way. Everybody start shooting from 5-8 meters, from
Okay,
beginning
5-8
to
meters.
adults. At the beginning, you have to learn position, breathing, everything you need to to shoot in a proper way, and then you just move in a different distance. And it depends on which categories you're gonna choose of the bow, because bows has different categories, and there are different style of bows. You choose the one that you prefer, and then you go shooting 70 meters, 50 meters, 30 meters. It depends. Sometimes we shoot a 3D animals target. Okay, if you come, sometimes we can show you. I brought from Italy some 3D shape targets. Here in Vanuatu it's impossible to find, but I brought it from Italy. And when you go abroad and you do international competition like we do in Auckland, they shoot a big bear, like 3D big bear. They shoot a wild boar. They shoot a goat, anything, fish and whatever. And that's a different way to shoot. So different distance. The distance goes from 8 meters to 55. Okay, in this 3D competition. Olympic goes 70 meters for Olympic archers. Recurve is going to be 30 meters, and for compound it's going to be 50 meters. So it depends on which discipline you wanna join.
I think, Nicholas, your question is maybe we try, okay? Can I try?
Yeah. Everybody can try. Yeah.
Everybody can try. So maybe
Yeah,
one
you
day we
can-
can
we
go
can
down
go
to
down to-
the
yeah,
Achirikot after try. You think about
If you
say one
try,
time.
you won't stop.
Are you going to charge me or no?
No. First time
Sorry,
you
you got any
ca-
charge? You got any charge for
At
anyone?
the beginning, no. At the beginning, no. If you come, you try once, twice, 3 times. If you like it, then if you
Membership
wanna
fee?
be membership fee on the federation, it's gonna be 2,500 per year. So
That's very cheap.
I know that's cheap. It's a cheap sport. Everything is cheap, but people. And then you must, you come and you must do a class. The class is gonna be
Okay.
5,000 vato for 8 lesson. So it's gonna last for probably 2 months. So you pay 5,000 for 2 months. We teach you how to shoot properly, and then whenever you finish the class, you can come anytime you want and you shoot.
All fans plus sport. Actually, here I talk about. You go look class plane 5,000 vato. Membership me 2,500. This is very cheap. And any one sport where you want number with them target. Chase you and your bow and arrow.
Yeah.
In also in football we're 11 against 11, and then we go inside there. We fight just the rugby. But this one is a very good sport.
It's
now,
a great sport.
How many members? How many members?
Okay,
now you have?
last year we were on the federation. We registered 60 members. There was like between 58 and 60. This year we just renewed it a few weeks ago, because I was away for a while after the earthquake. I would just stay a little bit longer in Italy, so I just arrived a month and a half ago. And now we are 27, but there are at least other 30 that they need to be registered in the next days.
Nicholas, we have to pay. Minimum license, we have to pay. So if I can pay it and you can pay it, and you make a sport, think about say, athletics, you got 4 gold medal last year. Excuse me. The New Zealand. And the Palau Games, we're going to Palau Games too.
Yeah, we're going to Palau Games. And there's going to be 7 of our athletes going to Palau Game. And I can tell you that I'm really into that they can win some gold, some medals. Not a gold probably, but medals easily. Especially the unders. The unders 18 and 16, they're shooting really, really well. They're really good kids. And they can do a very, very good job.
So you confident they can win one medal?
Yeah.
Nicholas, any question? Santo, bisa like him story below Santo ya?
Yes, like you've mentioned, inside there's like a lot of artists, not only in Santo but
In the
around
islands,
Vanuatu,
yes.
in the islands. Most of them are using bows to hunt and all that. And just one question: you guys looking for archers, or they're just like someone interested and just came in?
Someone interested, when someone is interested in archery, like I got a message a few minutes ago before we start the conversation. There is another lady that wants to come and join. You know, we use Facebook, we use whatever, any people talking, and they come and they try. Whenever they love it, you try and you probably come back. Whenever you come back, and then you try and you come back again, and you start doing archery. That's the only way that we know, because we don't know. And about Santo, we got Ronald and Donald. They are really two good archers. Donald won the last year championship. And it's great. Now he's in Santo at the moment. He's in Santo with Alessandra and Aruba, and probably they will build up, a new club.
Good.
And
that's good.
we are training adults to be coach. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
unfortunately, Vanuatu have big problem with visa. Because last week there was supposed two of my adults, they were supposed to go to New Zealand to do international judge course, so they could become really international judge course. But the visa didn't come through. After 1 month and a half, no visa.
After 1 month and a half.
After 1 month and a half, they were really disappointed.
so
really,
sorry.
really disappointed, because we paid the visa and then the visa didn't come through.
So, and
And nobody could help us. And it was really, really, really a pity for them, because they got everything was paid by World Archery Federation, so was everything covered, but no visa go through, and they could become international judge.
Wow.
And it will be a great thing for Vanuatu to have international judge, except for coaches.
One golden opportunity missed, yeah.
Yeah, a great opportunity missed. Great.
just one question. You guys are still training, or you guys had a competition playing?
We train every day, like especially the people that they already know how to shoot. They come every day, and we follow them and train them a little bit step by step. Then when new people comes, we open up a new class and we train. So usually Saturday, because people most of the time comes on Saturday. Sometimes on Sunday morning, if we have people that they say, listen, Saturday we cannot be at the ground, but we can be on Sunday, we'll be there for them on Sunday. Last Sunday we did a very good class training with 5 people. It depends, you can come, talk to us, and we can find a good solution. I can tell you one thing, in the last months, he fly out probably next week, there is another Italian coach, because sometimes I'll bring someone from Italy to help the kids growing and help the athletes growing with the archery. So now at the moment there is Moreno Tonetto that is helping me. He comes from Italy. And last year there was another one comes from Italy, because sometimes I just bring, I'll ask my friends to come over, another coach from Italy, to help the people to follow the growing on archery.
No, that's very true. So you must watch one interesting sport where misa vese by caramel medals, all games, lo future ka. So important, lo you all parents we watch them. You want them picking up play smart, think smart, good archery.
Yes.
I think say you want them think smart. I mean, from by you prepare yourself, and then you think they also tell them say the brain connected with everything. So
Yeah.
when play by with this service, I one result.
That's
Marcelo, you have many staffs.
many stuff. That's a big problem. We have
Only one volunteer, Francis.
yeah,
Francis?
me, Francis. No, we got a few guys like Bradley. Bradley is a really good guy.
yeah.
But Vanuatu. That's another problem for Vanuatu. Because they say they come, they tell you that they come, and then they never show up, and then you call them, and then they say tomorrow, and then they don't show up. It's not easy. We have 4 or 5 people that we work with. Then we have Alexandra and Aruba they are in Santa at the moment. But me and Francis and Tito, Theo, and Bradley, that's the adults that can help me sometimes with the kids and everything. But
Now
I'm
you
running by myself and Francis. I mean, by myself with Francis.
Now you remind me of something. Francis, I spoke with him I think 2 or 3 years ago, and then during that time, Kof Lopman was the prime minister, and then he came down with those securities to play archery one Wednesday afternoon. Maybe it's a good thing to invite them, all ministers, block government, MPs, go down, relax. Just relax. So, and suppose you one director, one teacher, you want them relax. Maybe it's a good spot because meeting about time, Prime Minister Lotami, me Bolofman, and me ring me say I want to go and play archery. So we wait let me come in. Music around story and say me go play archery. So it's a good spot. Not to relax, but for him he wants competition. He wants to prepare athlete for the future.
Yeah.
So that's what Marcelo wants.
Yeah.
Marcelo, thank you for coming. But one question, if Sando is good, can we put one center in Lutana?
Yeah. Well,
Malagula?
no. We're thinking about Tana. The first 2 will be Tana and Santo. okay? Because actually, one of the guy comes from Tana. I think Ronald comes from Tana, or probably Donald comes from Tana. Sorry, guys, but I'm not sure about that. And the other one now, but they are both now in Santo. No, I mean Donald is in Santo, and Ronald is here training to be a coach, and he's ready to go back to Tana to open up in Tana.
Oh.
And we got a connection in Tana. There's a new father that comes with the small kids, and he works in Tana. He lives in Tana. He said that he can give us a space, a stadium, and he can easily give us a space where to go and play archery. So I think in this year will be a good year to spread archery most in different islands. You know, I don't know about the others, the other island, because you know I need to work with people that they live here, and I don't know.
Santo, you want to say Muscat? He's from
Yes.
Santo.
Then
Muscat or no?
After those like from Santo and Tana, then you guys can have a competition.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
can
a
have
national competition
yeah,
between each other.
a real
yes.
national one.
Good. Anyway, now you mentioned something important before we close. You met with football, Lopez Adam, because Lopez is former president of Archery Federation. I don't know, but so everything is okay now because
Yeah, I said yesterday. He wrote me a message. They changed the time that they come to training and to train, and they will be in the morning and then during lunchtime. And at 3 o'clock they finish because we usually start 3:30. Lopez is in my board. I think he was in my board
right.
because he was in archery before.
yes, that's
We got in the board. The prime minister is in our board. You know, so probably it can be good
okay.
to tell him you can give us
Oh,
help.
that's good. Now,
And I have to say thanks to Vazanok because Vazanok is help us
Vazanok, yes.
help us a lot. Yes, last year he helped us a lot to go to New Zealand, you know, with money and everything, and some other sponsorship. You know, we are always looking for sponsorship. You know, to have.
so you're looking for sponsorship, but if we ask the question of, so if you want to sponsor a archery, contact Marcelo. What's your phone number?
543-2377.
So you can rewind the number. Can you repeat again?
Yeah, 543-2377.
Sponsorship is very important or life will begin. Small is beautiful. If you can give 50,000, 100,000 or whatever, but still Marcelo let me recognize him name you. Put him also one sponsor, but anyway, thank you for coming.
problem.
If
Thank
the
you
government
for-
give a lot of money to football, you want to do the same thing? Must be them archery, same thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so everybody says same thing.
Not like football. I can understand football is bigger sport, you know what I mean?
I know, yeah,
but
yeah.
just a bit, you know.
Just
you
a
just
bit,
got
huh?
a little bit of part of money going to football and just give it to archery. You know?
Okay,
It will be
okay.
great, you know. Hey, we need a lot of good equipment, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
because sometimes it's it's not easy, really not easy to have
that's true,
equipment. Yeah.
I agree.
You know.
Any question?
I think she is that.
Where's your coffee? Where's my coffee?
I don't know.
I think I want to thank Telepost. Now, this is from someone special giving this coffee. So maybe next time we have more coffees. Huh?
Yeah,
But then,
no
what
worries.
talk here?
Cheers, man.
People, thank you. Leave away watching. This is archery. Thank you, Mas Marcelo Blockham.
problem.
Me ask about all parents. Suppose you think say Pikini Blue no play football, no play rugby. Send them you got on Corman Stadium next to the cricket ground.
Yeah.
Police have to go play archery. Again, thank you. Any last word? What's the future of archery in Vanuatu? Bright?
I hope it will be really bright. You know, I think it can be really bright. You know, because I think they love it. I mean, you come down, and I think some of you already come down for interview, and you saw that they're really happy. You know, and that's what I like Vanuatu, because they come, they train, and they're always happy. You know, they always smile. That's a big difference from Italy and the other places.
okay.
In Italy,
Always smile.
nobody smile. You know, and then just go and train, and you know, and then you're just always nervous. And here, that's why probably they're really good on archery, because in archery you must be relaxed, happy with yourself. You focus into yourself, whatever is the point that the arrow must go. You know what I mean? And that's easy for people that are always happy. And you know, you come to the place and you can see our athletes that are really happy. You know, and it's just, you know, they laugh and they train, and that's great. I think that's another big difference. But that's just for Vanuatu. It's better in Vanuatu than in the other place.
Well, thanks a lot, Marcelo.
Thank
Keep
you.
smiling, keep playing archery, and by enjoying. From three of us, thank you.
Thank you very much.